How do you make a lot of money as a writer? Well, the first thing you got to do is pick the kind of writing that pays well. Sounds obvious, but most people mess up right there at step one. And I'm going to tell you how to fix that problem next. But first, intro. So a lot of people know me as a guy who makes quite a bit of money writing copy, sales copy, and also as a guy who teaches other people how to make money with their writing skills. And the first question I always ask people when they come to me as a student is, well, what kind of stuff do you want to write? And the answer is often things like a novel, or I want to write poetry, or I want to write content articles. And that's all good. It's all worthwhile. It's all stuff we need. But if your aim is to make as much money as possible with your writing, then my suggestion is you should pick the field of writing that pays the best. And in my experience, that is direct response sales copy for specifically people who create online programs, courses, and training. Why those particular niches? It's very simple. Because those people have certain qualities that make them the perfect candidate or perfect client for a writer who wants to write sales copy and be paid well for it. First of all, these are people that market their businesses. They spend money on marketing. Secondly, they understand the power of direct response marketing, which is the kind of copy we're talking about. Direct response sales copy. Those long scrolling sales letters that you think nobody reads, but people do, and they spend thousands of dollars as a result. Third, these kinds of marketers, these niches of entrepreneurs, not only understand that direct response sales copy is important, they understand it's expensive and they know it's worth it because they can track their ROI, their return on investment. Let's compare and contrast. Let's say you're talking to a local business owner who expects to make $10,000 next month, and you're trying to talk them into letting you write some sales copy for them. If they're going to make $10,000 next month and their expenses are, say, $5,000 to run their store, whatever their store is, that leaves $5,000 for them to pay themselves and to do any improvements or marketing. How much money do they have to pay you to write copy? Not much, if any. That's a good way to starve as a writer and complain about how
writers don't get paid much money. You can't make any money writing.
Not if you're writing for the wrong people. Now, I'm not saying that the local business person doesn't need marketing. They do, but often they need to do it themselves because they have very little markup. They have very little leverage to work with. On the other hand, if you're talking to a prospective client who is a marketer of a digital course and they sell it for $2,000, let's say, they have tremendous markup because their expenses are very low. It costs them virtually nothing to deliver the course once they've made it. Think about it, it's atoms. Through the internet, costs nothing or close to nothing. They do have some marketing costs, like if they have affiliates or JV partners, they have to pay a percentage of the sale, but they still have more markup to play with. And if they expect to make, let's say, $1 million on their product launch, can they afford to pay you $10,000, $15,000, $25,000? You bet they can, as long as they believe that you can deliver the goods, write the sales copy that'll make enough sales to justify hiring you. And remember, they can measure the return on investment. They can compare the copy they're running now to the copy you write for them and know which one is better, which one produced more sales. So that means they'll know whether to hire you again or have you rewrite the copy, or maybe just say, sayonara, we'll work together some other time maybe. Now, a lot of writers will say to me, that's very mercenary, Ray. You're just selling yourself to the man. If you want to make money writing, you are selling yourself to the man or to the woman who pays you. Why not pick the field, the niche, the kind of writing that pays the best? My recommendation is you do that. Then you can afford to go and spend time writing whatever else you want to write. If it's elvish love poetry, knock yourself out. Write that hot poetry about those sexy elves. Maybe that wasn't such a great example. Where did that even come from? I need a therapy session. The point is, pick a niche that pays if you want to get paid, and then learn how to network within that niche to find jobs, to find clients. If there's interest in that, maybe I'll talk about that in our next video, how to find high-paying clients as a copywriter. Let me know. Put your comments, your questions below, and whether you want to see that Getting Clients video next, and we'll see what happens. Until then, you should subscribe to this channel. You should click the subscribe button and then ding the bell so that you get notified when I put out a new video, like one about getting clients. And for heaven's sakes, give me a like, a thumbs up, share this with somebody who needs it, and go out there and find a good, high-paying client, will you? Until next time, I pray that you prosper in all ways and all things, in health, wealth, and wisdom. Now go out there today and live your most prosperous life. See you in the next video.